Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Calm Daisy Tarot. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If something told you to click on this, video, then there's probably a message in it for you. It will not resonate for everyone, so only pick what does and leave the rest behind. Please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. And it does help my channel grow. It will be greatly appreciated. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started. I'm going to get a couple messages first to see, let's see, what, Spirit. Let's see, what are we going to do? How about this? What do you need to focus on, collective? What does the collective need to focus on right now? What situation, what do they need to focus on right now? We have, stop worrying about the things you cannot change. Take your power back. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good one. You can't do nothing about it, then there's no reason to worry about it. Just stressing yourself out for nothing. Okay? So if you can't change it, there ain't nothing you can do to change it, and you can't change other people. So if you can't do nothing to change it, you gotta learn to let that shit go. So what is the collective walking into? We got, if they do it often, it isn't a mistake. It's just their behavior. Right? Like I said, if it's, this thing that you cannot change, if it's other person, you can't change other people. They have to change on their own, right? So you gotta quit worrying about it. And if they keep showing you the same thing, it's not a mistake. It's their behavior. You know? When people show you who they are, believe it. So, and another card for the collective. What should they pay attention to or focus on? The past is keeping me stuck. No movement. So yeah, if you keep worrying about these things that you can't change, and it's about somebody else who keeps showing you bad behavior, then it will keep you stuck, right? You won't be able to move because you still keep on trying to change them. Well, that was pretty blunt. Okay. We have 3:53 on the clock. So, tell me more about the situation, Spirit. Tell me more about the situation for the collective. Alright. I wasn't going to take two, but I guess I will. So we have girl with the snake. So this could be the situation. Could be one of you is an empath, and one of you are a narcissist, right? It's a paragraph, right? Right. So one person is being charmed, right? And one person's being used, right? This is like an enabler. somebody crossing boundaries. We have talking, but it came out in reverse. This is a new deck. I don't know if I should do it in reverse. So this was a card about wanting to conversate more, acting like they're interested, right? Waiting on messages or texts or email, something. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it upright. So you guys could be in a separation. Don't have to be, but or you're just not really talking. Could be getting gaslit, you know what I mean? But this person's waiting for you to call and text them. Alright. Tell me more about the situation. Yeah. This is Six of Pentacles. This is a uneven give and take in this relationship, right? Somebody's given too much and somebody's taken. And we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Right? So there's no stability here. There's no loyalty, no trust here. You know, they're breadcrumbing. Somebody's getting breadcrumbed. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. And somebody's just sitting around smoking their cigarettes or their weed or whatever and waiting for a text or an email or call, right? Alrighty. So, let's see. That's what you want in this situation. We have the Three of Wands. Collective in this situation. And the Four of Swords. The King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What you want to do or whatever out of this situation is you want to heal, right? You're tired of the back and forth. You're tired of waiting. You guys could have been in this same same type of dynamic, you know, for 3 years, 3 months. But you're tired of like waiting. You're tired of somebody trying to future fake with you, right? What you want to do is you want to heal this Four of Swords. You want to start healing from this. You want to start healing from this person who, you know, lies and right, lies, talks shit, right? Very verbally abusive. Somebody with this Four of Pentacles not wanting to let go of old beliefs and old habits and stuff, right? So they use their words to hurt you. So, what should the collective do? We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. With the Six of Wands and the Hangman under the deck. What you should do with this Queen of Swords in reverse, I feel like just stand your ground. You know, fight back, stand back, and look at the healing that you've already done to get you this far, instead of worrying about the same cycle that's been going on, right? Because that's what's keeping you stuck. All this past shit's keeping you stuck with this hangman, right? You just need to step back and look at things from like a different point of view, a different perspective, maybe. The challenge. The Hermit. And the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. So the challenge here is that, you know, you've done a lot of work right here with the Six of Wands. You've done a lot of healing, 11, 12 on the clock. So with this Hermit here, you know, you've got the wisdom, you've got the knowledge to fight these demons, right? I feel like, you know what I mean? You're just ignoring this person's behaviors, right? With the Eight of Pentacles, you've worked really hard on something, right? And to gain this knowledge. The Devil underneath that, you can't change the devil though, right? You can't change this devil energy. No matter how much you try to sit down and map it out, right? It's just not going to change, right? Because you don't have the power to change that. So what led up to this challenge? I'm sorry, my camera, so with the Ten of Cups in reverse, let me try to fix this a little bit. I don't know why it's so light. Okay. So what led up to this, with the Ten of Cups in reverse, with the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, is there's no security here, right? There's no security in this relationship, in this dynamic, right? No trust, no loyalty, right? No happily ever after. Ten of Cups in reverse. And I feel like you've realized that, right? You've got some kind of information or wisdom from this lesson, I guess. It's a lesson that you've learned, right? I feel like before you didn't have the courage, you know what I mean, or the strength to stand on your own. But now that you have learned how to, you know, heal some of your own demons, the Seven of Pentacles, it's time to step back and really look at how far you've came, right? And appreciate how far you've came. Appreciate the lessons and the hard lessons, yeah, that's come into your life that you had to deal with, right? Okay. That's next step for the collector. Alright, the Eight of Wands. So something is about to, some kind of knowledge, something magical is going to come in, right? This is going to be very fast energy. This is your next step. Could be a conversation with the Magician in reverse and the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. So yeah, conversation's going to come in. This Magician in reverse, it's my narcissist. They're going to come in with this magical conversation, right? And they want to work on things, right? They want to sell you this illusion. To try to get into your good graces, right? Because you've done it before, you've chalked this up as mistakes before, so they're going to tell you that's just the way I am. Like, you love me, you can't stop loving me now. So what don't you see coming, collective? 1624 on the clock. The Knight of Wands. With the Nine of Cups. The Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So what you don't see coming is this person is going to come in. The Knight of Wands is somebody that just blows through, you know what I mean? Does what they want, goes hot and heavy, right? And they don't care who they hurt, what pain it causes. It's like a horse with blinders. They just go to what makes them happy, right? It doesn't care how you feel. And then they sit back and drink their tea and expect that expect you, you know, to believe what they say and like, don't look at me, don't look what I'm doing, like, you know what I mean? I'm just drinking my tea. But they're going to act innocent like that. But really, in all reality, they're out here running the streets and, what do they call it? Reaping havoc, I hear. Reaping havoc. Let me get a different deck here. Tell me more about the Three of Wands, the Four of Swords. So what do you want to do in this situation, or your desire in this situation, is, like I said, is to stop having to stop waiting around for the same shit. Stop having anxiety and crying all the time, right? Stop getting hurt. This Four of Swords, you just want to heal from this. You know, you want to heal from all this, right? You want to, this Fool, you want to take a leap of faith. You want to go towards something new, right? You're tired of feeling like a fool and crying and being sad all the time. Tell me about the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you know, it's time with the Queen of Swords in reverse here. It's time to put your sword down, right? And make a judgment call. Yeah. It's time to beat your own drum with this Queen of Swords in the upright, right? It's time to make this judgment call. Talking about the Six of Wands. Yeah, because you have done the healing, right? You've done this healing, and when you can pat yourself on the back and know that you're better than all this from healing from it already, you know, it causes a tower moment in your life and everybody else's life, right? Because you see that this behavior is keeping you stuck, right? Because you can't change somebody that doesn't want to be changed, right? But, you know, once you start seeing all the times that this has happened, all the betrayal, all the stabbed in the backs over and over again, you know what I mean? The challenge here is you're staying stuck in your head. Like, you already know, you've already learned this lesson, right? You already have this knowledge, but you're not wanting to see. It's like you're running from the knowledge, like you're running from what you already know. Tell me about the Hermit. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? This is somebody that's staying stuck, right? The Hermit. This is your challenge, right? You already know what you need to do. Nine of Pentacles, you're stuck in a situation, right? You're not happy. You're missing and out in your life. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. You don't feel abundant, right? You feel stuck. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Yeah. And the Page of Cups. The Four Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like this is a very immature energy. Tell me about the Page of Cups, please. This could be somebody drinking. Or you could be drinking. You could be covering this up or hiding behind some kind of alcohol or drugs, right? This Two of Cups here. Or you just don't want, with this Four of Cups, you just don't want to see or heal what's right in front of you. Alright, tell me about the Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So I say, like, what led up to all this is in the past, you know what I mean? You had this person promising you whatever, right? Just telling you whatever they thought you wanted to hear to keep you in this relationship, to keep that love that you give so well, like the Queen of Cups, right? Knight of Swords is like somebody very strategic, right? Very, like, a smooth talker. And you didn't have the strength or the courage or whatever in the past to stand up to this person, but I feel like you do now. You have the knowledge now. Tell me about the strength. Tell me about the strength. Yeah, like, you didn't have the strength. You wanted to see the good in people, right? With this Eight of Swords, if you look at this Eight of Swords, right? This is somebody that's staying stuck, right? Because you didn't have the strength to stand up. So you shrunk yourself. And went with this with the situation, whether even though you wasn't happy. So tell me what's the next step here. 8 of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So this person, as narcissistic as they are, they really think when they come in here and talk this magic shit, this Knight of Swords, right? They're coming here and sweet talk you, that, you know, it's just going to be, everything's going to be great, and they're going to celebrate, and yoo-hoo, they're going to be so happy. Talking about the Magician in reverse. This is an illusionist, right? They sell you an illusion, right? Usually nothing they say is the truth. They step on your boundaries, they gaslight, they hoover, they could be very emotionally abusive, right? This person, like I said before, a lot of drinking vibes. Like this person may drink a lot. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Swords, right? Causes a lot of pain and sadness. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. What you don't see coming in. This drunken idiot fool is going to come barreling through town with this Knight of Wands, knocking everybody out of the way at night, and then during the day, like, what? I didn't do that. Right. Then Knight of Cups, right? This is a person that is making strategic moves right now. They're kind of trying to find a strategic way to come and take action towards you. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. We got 22, 24 on the clock. Sorry, 27, 25 on the clock. And we have the Ace of Swords. And that came out sideways. I feel like it's a challenge. So, this person here, this reverse Magician, this 9 of Cups, is only going to tell you the half-truth. They're not telling you everything. So, Hierophant. Use your discernment, right? With the World. I feel like you are going to use your discernment, that you feel like this is over. You're not wanting to even discuss the cup anymore, right? I feel like you've been hurt one too many times with this 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And that once you do make this final decision and you take your power back, then all kind, you know, ideals and stuff and things that you feel very passionate about are going to start coming in for you, like things that you know, ideals that you've been birthing, I should say, right? Alright, collective, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, please hit that like button, and I will see you guys on my next video. Peace out.